I ran across a post that said, how do people who don't have kids struggle? Like, how are you struggling? You don't have no kids. And I want to say this, y'all have to look at some things. People who don't have children often don't really receive a lot of assistance. Like, if you take a person with kids, that person can claim their children on their taxes and receive $7,000 to $14,000 at the end of the year. A person with kids is more eligible for food stamps, financial aid, and all type of assistance than a person who don't have any children. Also, I want to point this out. Within the Black community, a lot of the times, if you don't have children, like, people in the family just don't have no sympathy for you. People, period, don't have any sympathy for you, because they feel like, oh, you don't have no kids, you don't really have to worry about nothing. Well, you ain't got to worry about, having mouths to feed and stuff like that, or you will make it, you'll be all right. But in a Black family, a person can keep having children out of wedlock over and over again, and they'll receive more help from family members and relatives simply because they have kids, and everybody feels sorry for them simply because they do have those children. Which, to me, I feel is unfair, because you could have one woman in the family that don't have no kids, but that's in college working and really trying to get out there on her stuff, and nobody in the family will really help her. Nobody in the family will show support. And you could have another woman in the family, okay, a young lady, however you want to say it, that don't have no college education, ain't out there really working a real job or trying to strive to get a career. That's just out there being ratchet, having child out of wedlock. And the family will cater more to helping her than they will that other young woman in the family that's out there trying to work and that's trying to have something and that's not having all those children. So that's the way it goes in the Black family a lot of the time. I knew a young lady who had 3 children, and she had went to college to get her associate's degree. I had asked her, I said, how did you, she said she got her associate's degree for free. I said, well, how did you get your associate's degree for free? She said, well, I have children. She said she claimed all her children as dependents, and she received the financial aid to go to school and didn't have to pay out of pocket. If you ain't got no kids, you can't do that. You can get financial aid, but you would still have to pay out of pocket 9 times out of 10. If you ain't got no kids, you really have to get it out the mud. There's not a lot of assistance for you. People are not going to feel sorry for you, because in their mind, they think that because you don't have kids, that life is not hard for you, that you don't run into hardships. And it's an unfair ideology, but people have it, especially within the Black community. And when you tell people that you're a single mom, I'm a single mom, I don't have any help, and I gotta take, like, that rings bells. Like, that brings in sympathy. People want to help you more because they're like, oh, she a single mom. She a single mom. I had to get some work done in my house, and I was worried that they was going to take long to come back and do the work that they needed to do, because the man said, well, man, we got to get the parts. We got to order the parts first. I'm like, okay. So when he came back with the parts to fix it, he told me, he said, yeah, I talked to my boss, and he said, I told him we got to hurry up and get you in because you got kids. The summertime is coming, this, that, and the third. Him telling his boss that I had children, hurry them or put a rush on them getting in and getting my parts back over here and fixing what I need done so my children wouldn't have to go through any inconvenience. That's how it is when you have children. People consider you more. People move faster for you. People have more sympathy for you. People are more willing to help you. When you just out there on your own like that, folks don't be worried about you like that. And it's unfair. But that is how a person who don't have no kids can struggle, because sometimes they don't have the necessary help. They don't have the assistance. They don't receive certain things that other people who have children do.